with Jenna. 11:11 with Jenna. 11:11 with Jenna in San Francisco. Good morning. My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I'm here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week at 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. And I'm in bed and I'm comfortable and cozy. And Julie Luce, are you in bed, comfy and cozy? It's just the way to be right now. It's better. It's better in here than it is out there. But I'm happy to be here. Good morning, William D. In bed. Hi. Hi, pretty lady. I'm in bed. I'm resting. Beautiful day. Flying out yesterday, uneventful. And, well, kind of took a while to get to the airport. Sometimes Waze is really not the way. I'm not always a fan of Waze, but it was fun watching. Yeah, it's way more. But the garden is right out there, so that's beautiful too. But I showed, if you didn't see last night's show, I suggest checking it out. It's short, and it was just a tour of the succulents in the garden. Hey, Lee Cooper, I'm in bed. Where are you? I won't wave my hands anymore, I promise. I won't move, but I'm in another art gallery right now, you can see. This is a really great painting. It looks like a braided rug. I can't move it any closer and I'm not getting up. And then this is a crocheted piece. And it's pretty groovy in here as well, as you can imagine. So yes, waking up to, yes. Ah, that's sweet of you. It's a good place to be, for sure, for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a guest coming on right now. Are you ready for this? Bounce, 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 boom, 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 bounce. There he is, Jeff Metzger. I am here. You are here. Hi there.
Morning.
You got that shirt fast.
Actually, I got it a few weeks ago. They did
Really?
I think I think it's the last year's thing. And there was I guess a second release or something.
Okay.
Somebody did it. So one for me, one for my daughter.
Yeah.
So, uh,
You're awfully quiet, and I'm
it's,
trying to.
huh?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Jeff Metzger.
You hear me?
Yeah. I could get up and put my headphones on, but then I'd have to get out of bed.
See, now what you need me to do is you need to get you need to get me is there a minor league baseball team somewhere near St. Joe's or Grand Rapids or something?
Yeah, there's a Cubs team out of South Bend.
So I need a hat from there
Okay.
because here's what we can do. So you're where right now?
San Francisco.
See, and see, I could be. So what I do every day is every week I have a hat. Wear a shirt, and then my hat could be where you are. So I get an A's hat for when you're in Oakland. You can. So I need your hat for that team, and then everybody will know where you are just
Right.
by looking at my hat.
If there was a St. Joseph, Michigan, I don't know if there's a St. Joseph. There was a basketball team in Benton Harbor, a semi-pro team. maybe 10 years ago.
Anyway,
But
this is coincidental because I didn't know when I put the hat on where you were. So.
I'll get you a hat that says St. Joseph, Michigan on it. But then sometimes I don't want people to know where I am.
Well, that's true. So this was more trying to be funny when I don't feel funny today, as my
Yeah.
shirt demonstrates.
But
And
I
I'm
like
getting
the idea.
about it, huh?
We'll find you a St. Joe hat or a Benton Harbor hat or a Berrien County hat. Yeah, St. Joe's. That's what people that aren't from the area call it St. Joe's. Oh, are you in St. Joe's? So yesterday, can I tell you my drive to the airport? It takes 2 hours, but it's Friday. I spent less time in traffic in Los Angeles than I did yesterday. And my friend decided to trust Waze. So we're driving, we get off in downtown Chicago, then we get stuck in traffic again, then we get back on the freeway, and then he missed the exit, so we had to get back off and go a different way. And finally I said, I have an idea, because he still needed to drive back to St. Joseph, which was going to take an easy 2.5 hours, maybe even 3. So I said, just drop me off. And he dropped me off and I took an Uber.
Makes
But
sense.
yeah. And then just my new friend Jackie, my new Uber driver in Chicago.
So, what was with the picture of the empty airplane?
I was the first one on.
Oh, that's what you were doing. So,
Mm-mm.
Southwest, first one on.
I wasn't Southwest, I was on Alaska.
Why were you first one on?
Because I got bumped up to first class. And there were
Works.
no early birds.
That
Actually,
works.
if you look, there's a woman that was a pre-board that was let on, and you can see, I think, a little bit of her head.
Okay.
But I got bumped up. I sat next to a guy who had Tourette's, and we had an interesting conversation.
You know. Okay. So I'll bite. How did you
Okay,
find Tourette's?
go ahead.
I said, how did you find out that he had Tourette's?
Because I asked him.
Wait, did he say something? Did he say it when he talked? Did he give it away?
He said something. I saw him. I have a friend that has Tourette's, and I've been around a lot of
Okay.
Parkinson.
But you spotted it is what I'm saying. So
Yeah, and I just said, "Can I ask you a personal question?" He said, "What?" I said, "I mean, I don't mean to be nosy." And he said, "What?" I said, "Do you have Tourette's?" He goes, "Yes. How did you know?" He had a certain movement that you see, and then I saw him talk a couple of times. So yeah, we had a good time. He's he's probably going to come on the show now. So yes, it was. I got to the airport. At first, I thought I was going to be there about 2 hours early, and I was there about half an hour early.
so for the
And
first, what did you get in first class that would interest us besides the
ooh,
rights?
let's see.
Take advantage
Um,
of any.
well, I don't eat the cookie, but they did give a cookie. You're at the eye doctor on a Saturday, Patty Loman? Why? I'm in bed. They gave the cookie, so I gave him the cookie. The seats are nice. It's not, again, it's not Virgin America. It's Alaska. And they do their best. Um, Nice sparkling wine, a Willamette Valley sparkling wine. And I have a vegetarian meal that was good. They just happened to have 2. And oh, they did the nuts, the little heated nuts. No, no hot cloth anymore. That's about it. and an interesting person to sit next to.
So you flew to San Francisco or Oakland?
San Francisco. And then I got here just in time to do 11:11 last night and did it in the garden outside, right up there. And the home that I'm in is a home. I used to live in this bedroom in 2000. Wow. You guys, it's been almost 20 years since I've been in this room. I think, yeah. But it's not, it's a big room. It's a big space. It's 3 stories and it's all full of art. Have you not ever seen this?
Well, I saw what you were showing this morning, but have you shown it before?
Here, I'll show you a couple things. I'll get up.
What part of town?
Hey, now you got quiet, louder.
What part of town is it?
It's kind of Potrero Hillish. I don't think I've been down here much. I mean, on the show. But up this way is the garden. I know
Wow,
some people.
cool. So, oh shoot, that's right. We didn't do anything about that. Oh, darn.
What'd you do?
Oh, I was just
What
thinking of
did?
something I had to put on my list for today.
What's your list today?
I need to do some shopping.
What are you gonna
I
buy?
have to make the list.
This is something that I've shown on the show before and asked people if they could tell what it is. And then there's just, this is going up the stairs.
I seem to recall you showing that before.
Yeah, that what I have. And I've shown him before.
Who? Who's him? That guy. Wow, lots of art.
So I'm standing next to him. We're about the same height.
It's that one's dark. It's hard to see. Oh, that much better. What? Oh my goodness. Is it alive?
When you walk in the door, you kind of think so.
What's it made of? Wow. Black art. Oh, I'd like. Is that his name? Art?
I forget his name. I'll ask her again. But this is an eyeball. Do you see what's inside the eyeball?
Oh, you have shown that. Okay, now, yeah. I
Do you
forgot what it was.
remember? Do you remember what it is?
I remember.
Guess.
No, it's too early for here. I forgot what that was. What
Tongue.
was it? Huh?
Tongue.
Wait, say it again.
Tongue.
That's what I thought you said. A tongue. Oh, interesting. That's right. I do remember when you showed that. It's been a while.
So you're making a list. Are you buying, is this a food list? Is it a t-shirt list?
No, I gotta, it's go to the market today to buy a few things for tonight. We got a couple coming over.
Tonight. Tell us about tonight. I'm going to get back in bed.
Tonight's gonna be our meat night of the week.
Your
Or
what?
our one red meat
Oh,
night.
red meat. Okay.
We've been quite good this week. Last night I made fish. The night before I did vegetarian.
Did you do fish from
I did. It was really good. Last night was um, last night was the New Zealand snapper that was particularly good. It's kind of a like a Lake Superior whitefish. That's the
Mm,
closest thing. Not like a red snapper. It's more of a.
mm.
But then we made, and Lisa actually helped out. We made homemade
Homemade what?
pesto.
Ooh.
Usually I'll doctor up something like a jar. Or so, this time we made it all just from scratch. Pulled out the recipe book of the Vitamix and
Yeah.
threw it in there. It was great.
How fun.
Yeah. So we made that and a salad with sashimi first,
You
and
guys
that
eat so well.
remarkable Dead and Company show in the background.
It sounded like it. I'm sorry I missed that.
It
Where
was
were they?
well,
Were they in Chicago last night?
yeah, but it
See,
was
I could have gone to that. That was part of it too. There was there was Summerfest in Milwaukee. The Dead were playing last night, and then I decided to fly to San Francisco.
that was probably. I mean, I'd have to ask experts of going way back, but is certainly from Dead and Company. But I'd like to know whether the Grateful Dead ever did a show that overtly responsive to a current event, because while there was incredible subtleties in what they did.
Hmm.
You have to worry about this tonight too. He went bananas
Oh,
over the
I
over the
watched this whole
over
thing.
the
Yeah.
thing. It was just right. It was in your face, but it had a bunch of subtleties. So Bobby and Natasha were not a happy couple yesterday, as were most of us.
Who was? I would like to get if you know where I can get that shirt because I tried to source it last night and I couldn't.
Okay, so I have to see. I have to go back and see where I got it. The last model they sold out quickly, but then something came up a month or two ago where they were re-releasing it. Now I just have to go back to my email. I don't remember where I got it from, but if we can find, I wouldn't be surprised if there was another release of them now.
Oh, they're definitely. I mean, I saw different people wearing them last night, different
But
from my feed. But then I started looking at. Hi, Mark.
it was for a particular charity, I think, this time because
Mm.
they were they were overpriced for T-shirts. Just the
Uh-huh.
T-shirt was done, so it was more for. So I guess they bumped up the price to be able to get the. If I well, let me see if I can find this while I'm doing it. What would it be?
So what's on your list today?
I don't know. I haven't made the list yet.
What else did you get from New Zealand besides the fish?
Um, the sashimi. I got some scallops to throw in the freezer for whenever, and then I got a couple more. We're making fillets tonight, or
New
one meat.
Zealand scallops.
No, I don't
You
think
got
I don't think
fillets
scallops
from
aren't from
New Zealand?
New Zealand. But my paralegal, who's got a green thumb, brought me a bag of her from her garden the other day. A very cool little jar of herbs, basil and rosemary, and purple basil, which I haven't used yet.
Ooh, purple basil.
Huh?
I love purple basil. It's
Does
so
it have a
pretty.
flavor or just?
It probably has a much fancier name than that, but I like the color when you're growing it. It's really pretty.
And she brought us some zucchini like squash that were not technically zucchini. So
You mean they were blossoms?
no, they were just a zucchini looking like squash, but a different variety. So I mean, one instead of being long and one was this and it had a bulged out like this. But she told me it was just a different variety of squash, but very close to zucchini. For
Happy anniversary, April. It's
purposes
April.
it was like zucchini anyway. So what are we going to do with this? So we did. I wasn't planning on cooking that night. I was planning on going out and getting some stuff, but then that all fell through. So what are we going to do? So I made a frittata with
Ooh,
just sauteed up the squash and onions and mushrooms and red bell pepper, and used grated provolone cheese
Yeah.
and eggs, and that was salad, and that was vegetarian night.
Sounds good. 34 years. Wow, they're catching up with you and Lisa.
If all goes well, they won't catch us for a long, long time.
No. 41?
What?
You and Lisa.
No, 39.
Oh, so 40 is next year.
Yeah. I'm looking for, what am I looking for? I'm looking to try
What
to
are you
find
going to do for your 40th? Well, maybe Africa will happen, right?
if all goes according to plan, we'll be in Africa.
Right. Yeah, I know. You're making people hungry. I know you're making me hungry too. I had a big salad for dinner last night and a lifesaver for dessert. Like, would you like some ice cream? I go, ooh, lifesavers. I'll have a lifesaver.
Ooh, I got at the one of the Whole Foods markets, not Whole Foods, but equivalent to Whole Foods market here. When I was checking out, I saw where they had these big gluten-free coconut oatmeal cookies, and I had one last night. Oh, was it good?
Yum.
Yeah.
I'm a Tate's girl, but I walk by them now. Just walk by.
I like the Tate's gluten-free for sure. Okay, so we're searching for. I've got to find. Let me find this. What would I look at on butter? Not Dead and Company.
Yeah, it's not a Dead and Company shirt.
I think it is though.
Is it?
I think. What's it say in the back? What's it say?
It says "Save Our Rights."
Let's see if I put that in there. If that.
I couldn't see it the first time you turned around. The "Save Our" part.
No, that's not.
Where's Layla?
He's running around here. Layla, you want to see? You want to see? See, that's. Oh, she. It's quite deaf. Just boom. Right? Didn't even see her coming. On the chair and. Hi, little girl.
Layla.
What are you doing? What are you doing, little girl? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. She's looking out the window now. So that'll.
Looking for the squirrel or the Amazon truck?
Or whatever comes by.
There was an Amazon in my hometown day before yesterday. Just abandoned on the street. Boom. Nobody in it. Just left it. Sort of like when they leave those limes or birds around, those things. Do you have those in your little town? Those little scooters?
No. Newport.
Terrible. Terrible. Now they have them in the Joe.
They do. No, we don't have squares. I think it's probably too big a town for that stuff. But
Hi, Lori. Thank you very much. Cha-ching. Lori. Cha-ching. Lori. Cha-ching.
Well, I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll do it.
All right. Well, make your list. Are you home tonight? So when I do the show with Gary tonight,
probably will be in the middle of dinner, so probably have to watch it on replay. But definitely him about the All Blues thing last night, so he can give us the history.
Okay.
The song, I looked it up, and it was
the song itself.
They did the Miles Davis All Blues, which apparently on a 1959 record.
See the sky. Did they sing it?
No, it was the jam coming out of.
They should have had me singing it. And you and I.
All Blues? Does that have? It was just a jam coming out.
Neon sky and you and I. We're all blues, all shades, all hues, all blues. Doom, pa-doom, 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 pa-doom. That one?
I'd have to go back and listen. All I know is I was tripping to the music, We took it was
That's the very first song in the fake book. So it's the very first song most young jazz artists learn.
really.
Mm-hmm.
So it was.
In the fake real book.
So they played. So they opened each set with a very blunt, obvious protest song.
Mm-hmm. What were the other two? What were the
Well,
two?
Men Smart, Women Smarter was the first set opener, and Throwing Stones was the set.
Okay.
We are on our own. Boy, that one kind of rang true today. And then it was just throughout. It was songs with women's names in the title. They did, which was certainly not deliberate. Bertha and Stella, Althea, and what else? Hey Jude. They did the Hey Jude coda from.
Fun.
Anyway, and then they did the post drum space. They did blues, all blues, Cumberland blues, and Stella blue. So none of that was coincidental.
No, not at all.
No, but then all the background they had new graphics for last night for sure.
Oh,
There was this stuff that hadn't been, this one and a sundry other ones that they had created for the occasion.
good.
Hopefully they'll keep doing it.
I'm going to be going out today and then tomorrow. So my sister and I are riding in Melanie D'Amour's bus for Pride. Melanie is one of the Grand Marshals for Pride this year. And she
Really?
will be in a car in front of us.
In Oakland?
San Francisco.
San Francisco?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And we're riding in the bus, in her bus. We're part of her entourage.
That's tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And my sister's driving down, and it will be our first Pride together in decades. So it's a big deal.
Good.
Yeah. And it'll be an important day to be there. Needs to happen.
Oh, yeah. Then Monday we got to get to work.
Monday we get to work. Well, we work today.
I mean, get to work on what we can do to help this.
It's just.
Oh, it's mind blowing. It's mostly because by all indications, it's the beginning of what.
Right.
And they're not even being subtle about it.
Step number 1.
Right. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Thomas threw down he threw down the gauntlet yesterday for the Pride thing too.
That's why we're here.
Coming right after it. Kevin, we heard from him last night. They're all freaking out.
Yeah. For good reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to end there. Not in their mind anyway. Is it sunny down there?
Actually, today we have fog this morning. Should be a hot week with beautiful weather here. I don't know what's the. I'm using. You're on my cell phone, so I can't use all the things, and I have easier access. It should burn off today. It's been a week, right, Layla? What are we looking at, little girl?
Layla, pretty girl. She's a good girl.
She's a good girl. Huh, Layla?
Loves her father and her mother too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I'm going to get up. We're going to go for a walk. And
On the streets of San Francisco.
On the streets of San Francisco.
I
may even go to the farmer's market.
Somebody had to name a TV show that.
Yeah. Maybe about a couple of cops. I usually sing about them in.
Come on, you want to say hi?
Hi, girly.
Let's say hi.
Little girl. Hi, pretty girl. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes.
Little girl. Look at my little girl. Oh, this is. Oh, thank you. Well,
Oh,
thank you.
she loves her daddy.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Good girl.
Yeah. What are we gonna do today, Layla?
We have to make a list.
We have to make a list. Okay, you want
Do
to say
you
goodbye?
no? Do you follow the list? And if there's something else, do you pick it up, or do you say nope, it's not on the list, can't buy
No,
it?
of course, I'll pick something up. But the issue is more about me is that I don't look at the list and then forget stuff.
And do you make the list on your phone, or do you carry it in an actual piece of paper?
Well, it should be on my phone because we have Alexa. You know, we have the Alexa app, so that's where it's supposed to be. And then drives Lisa crazy that don't you look at the list? No, I can remember it.
You make a list through Alexa,
Yeah,
and then it goes on your phone.
yeah. We can tell Alexa add something to the grocery list, and then you got the app on the phone has the grocery list.
And if you lived in Seattle, you could go to one of those Amazon smart stores.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, they're bizarre. It's a store that you drive your electric car to and plug it in. And then you walk in and there's a greeter at a kind of a desk. And you get these grocery carts that whatever you put inside the cart goes onto your Amazon account. And then there's no checkout. And you bag it yourself and walk out.
Well, it would almost feel like stealing.
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, you put stuff in the cart, it goes onto your Amazon, or you take it out of the cart, an apple, you put it in. The
Layla,
cookies, the Tate's cookies.
what do you want? If she wants to play, you go walk.
What?
I said she wants to play. You
Oh,
go
me go
walk.
walk. All right, I'm gonna work on a
Layla,
Benton Harbor St. Joseph hat for you.
I'd say go walk Layla, but that's probably going to be difficult. So,
Ah, one of these days it'll
yep,
happen.
yep.
Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Say hi to Lisa for us. Give her a hug from me
Enjoy
and
the
all
play.
you women out there.
Yep, 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 yep. Okay, ciao.
Bye bye. Love heart, everybody.